Welcome to NLTV Sop Manlagawas. Mahansop Janeshna Aji 14 August Naga Independence Day Aro Aji Government of the People's Republic of Nagaland 79th Independence Day Tan Ido celebrate Koalesi. Aro Tan Ido celebrate Kota Aro Council Headquarter Hebron di Koalesi. Tuman Idla Opode details was I saw.
Government of the People's Republic of Nagaland, speech of Mr. G.H. Moiba, Chief Political Negotiator and General Secretary Ato Kilonser, National Socialist Council of Nagaland, Nscn, Government of the People's Republic of Nagaland, Gprn, on the occasion of the 79th Independence Day celebration at Council Headquarters Hebron, 14 August 2025. Countrymen, let us give glory to our Almighty God for sustaining the Naga Nation and giving us the courage to assert our political rights as a nation. The brutal truth of history is painful to us as we commemorate the 79th Naga Independence Day on this day, 14 August 2025. We are being oppressed and suppressed by the invading nations, India and Burma, within Brigade Myanmar. Nagaland declared independence on one day ahead of India, and tomorrow India is celebrating her 79th Independence Day. This is the brutal truth of history. The painful irony is that we have to fight for the historical and political rights that have touched 79 years today. Countrymen, the indelible records of history mention how the political separation of the Naga started in the most inhuman manner under the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru. He abhorred the very idea of Naga people's political assertion to exist as an independent sovereign nation. To achieve his aggressive control of Naga political movement, he blatantly introduced the Draconian Act, Armed Forces Special Power Act, ASPA, 1958, to suppress the political rights of the Naga nation. The world condemned this Draconian Act, but government of India had been defiant throughout. Today and yesterday, Naga people have proved Jawaharlal Nehru wrong in crushing the Nagas' right to live as a sovereign independent nation. Let us thank God for giving us the enduring patience and strength to maintain our position as upright people in defending our sovereign identity. Countrymen, today as we commemorate the 79th anniversary of Naga Independence Day, let us recall how the ongoing Indo-Naga political talk started. This happened on account of the realization and recognition of the Indo-Naga conflict as a political conflict. The credit to this history of admitting the historical truth is the then Prime Minister of India, P.V. Narasimha Rao. It was on 12 June 1995 in Paris, France, when he told the Nscn leader, "I believe in political solution. We must solve through political talks." This statement was a turning point as Nscn leader took note of his approach as the unfolding development saw up. Eventually, ceasefire between the Nscn and Government of India was declared on July 25, 1997, to pave the way for political talk. Finally, the formal talk started on 1st August 1997 based on the following principle. 1. The talks would be unconditional. 2. That the talks would be at the highest level, that is, at the prime ministerial level. 3. That the talk would be somewhere outside India in a third country. Countrymen, I have to point out the brutal truth of Indo-Naga political talks that has crossed 600 rounds held in a third and neutral country in India and in Nagaland. Let us remind ourselves that the military confrontation with India and Burma-Myanmar was provoked because Nagaland nationalism was treated as secessionist, and Nagas were blamed for disturbing the law and order of India and Burma-Myanmar, thereby posing a threat to their national security. However, with the signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015, in the current political peace process, the GOI recognized and rectified the contentious issues on Nagaland history and sovereignty, and expressing regret over the misunderstanding, recognized and acknowledged the unique history and position of the Nagas, and accept the sovereignty lies with the people and agreed on the sharing of sovereign power. In the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015, both the parties mutually agreed that an enduring, inclusive, new relationship of peaceful coexistence of two entities can be realized by honoring the letter and spirit of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015. Countrymen, let us understand that the labor and effort invested in the Indo-Naga political negotiation has led to the signing of Amsterdam Joint Communique of 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of August 3rd, 2015. This is no small achievement. I believe that the political space and the opportunity given by the Indo-Naga political peace process and the signing of these two agreements must be harvested in order to conclude a negotiated political settlement. Countrymen, as we commemorate the 79th Nagalim Independence Day and celebrate the milestone achieved with the signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015, we are reminded that this achievement is a result of the seed planted by our past Naga leaders, T. Aliba Imti, Ezep Fizo, T. Sakri, Skato Su, Kadaw Yantang, Isaac Sisisu, and several others who have stood uprightly for the Nagalim history and sovereignty. The leaders of India, including Mahatma Gandhi, Sri Rajagopalachari, P.V. Narasimha Rao, H. D. Devi Gowda, I.K. Gujral, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and Narendra Modi, whose understanding and counsel on the Indo-Naga conflict also guided the course of the history and have enabled the official signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015 between the Government of India and the Nscn. In this regard, due acknowledgement must also be given to the representative of the Government of India for the Indo-Naga peace talk for their conclusive contribution towards signing of the two historic agreements, including Swaras Kosal, K. Padmanabhaya, Oscar Fernandez, former Union Minister, R.S. Pandey, and R.N. Ravi. We also fully acknowledge the role of individuals like the noted human rights lawyer and activist Nandita Hassar and others like Michael C. van Walt Van Praag of Greda as third-party mediator. That they help sustain the Indo-Naga peace process in difficult times. Countrymen, we are also thankful and indebted to the international organizations who acted as the main pillars in our international campaign on Nagalim, and such support had contributed to signing of the ceasefire on July 25, 1997, and the start of the Indo-Naga peace process between the Government of India and the Nscn from the 1st August 1997. In this regard, mention may be made of organizations like the Society for Threatened People, International Work Group for Indigenous Affairs, IWGIA, KWIA, Support Group for Indigenous People, Unrepresented Nations and People Organization, UNPO, and several others. The United Nations, UN, and its various human rights mechanisms, including the United Nations Working Group on Indigenous Peoples, UNWGI, Permanent Forum, the UN Subcommission on the Promotion and Protection of Human Rights within the ECOSOC, and others provided the much-needed platform for the Nscn and the Naga civil societies to highlight Nagalim situation to the international audience. The Nscn becoming the UNPO member on January 23, 1993 was momentous and groundbreaking. Today, the Nagalim national flag stands proudly in the institutions that support human rights and self-determination of nations and peoples. Countrymen, to the Naga tribe and civil society organizations, CSOs, from different places in India and Burma, Myanmar, I cannot thank them enough for their selfless service and cooperation against all odds as they stood up firmly to the occasion in time of conflict and peace. In this regard, please allow me to acknowledge all the Naga civil societies like Nagahoho, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, ENPO, Tirap Changlang Longding, People's Forum TCLPF, Global Naga Forum GNF, United Naga Council UNC from South Nagalim, and Naga Tribe Organization from Myanmar, Naga People Movement for Human Rights NPMHR, Naga Women Organizations including the Naga Mother Association NMA, Naga Women's Union NWU Manipur, the student fraternity including the Naga Student Federation NSF, as Naga Students Association, all Naga Student Association Manipur and some, Naga Student Union Delhi, Shillong, Tirap, Changlang, Longding, Dimapur Naga Student Union DNSU, Eastern Naga Student Federation ENSF, and Naga Student Organization NSO Myanmar, etc. Last but not the least, we are thankful to several individuals, organizations, and committed well-wishers from the mainland India and elsewhere, wherever they are, for their unwavering and unfailing support to the Indo-Naga peace process. Countrymen, kindly allow me to remind ourselves today on this occasion of historic 79 Nagalim Independence Day commemoration, the 23rd years of signing of Amsterdam Joint Communique of July 11, 2002, and the 10 years of the signing of the Framework Agreement of 3rd August 2015. Significantly, these agreements speak loud and clear that Nagas are not lost people. We have our history and we have our sovereign right. We will stand by our precious unique history and sovereignty. Whether it is today or tomorrow, we do not demand anything from India and Burma, Myanmar, but we declare and proclaim what is rightfully ours. That is why the Nagalim unique history, our territory and sovereignty, Nagalim national flag, Nagalim national constitution, Yezabo, and integration of all contiguous areas are non-negotiable. Hence, if India and Burma, Myanmar respect the history of the Nagas, we will respect theirs 10 times more. Countrymen, I am proud we have not forgotten the condition upon which God had given liberty to mankind. This is to maintain eternal vigilance, because the enemy would not rest in order to destroy the God-given history of Naga nation, Nagalim. Countrymen, in keeping with the spirit of Nagalim Independence Day commemoration hosting our national flag, we must take the stand in our hearts to have the courage to maintain freedom in the mind, faith in the words, and pride in our hearts, and honor our Creator God. Huk Nalim, Mr. T.H. Moiba.
Today, on the 14th August of 2025, we gathered here to celebrate and commemorate the historic freedom of the 79th Naga Independence Day. As we rejoice, the Naga Mothers Association recalled our past leaders for their visionary leadership and wisdom, and salute our departed leaders, comrades, and all the nation builders for their supreme sacrifice for the cause of our nation. To all the ranks and files of the Gprn, thank you for your selfless service rendered to our nation in the midst of great social turmoil. You have overcome through thick and thin for the love of our nation. Freedom is our right given by God that we live as one nation. Therefore, on this historic day, The Naga Mothers Association wishes and prayed that all our national workers will uphold the principle of Naga nationalism and work in unity instead of division. We are confident and optimistic that our God will set us free in His own time. As the Naga stood firm and cherished to achieve our goal, at the God's given time, no external force can destroy our nation. Hence, the Naga Mothers Association, as mothers of the nation, earnestly appeal to the leaders of the government of India to respect the rights of the Naga people and expedite the negotiation process to its final settlement at the earliest. May God, the Almighty, our living Lord, bless our nation. Thank you.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on GeoTV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.